Well, hello everybody! Hello! Welcome back to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. My name is Greg. I'm gonna be your trusted internet pilot on this here episode. I think it's gonna be a pretty good one. We're gonna be flying the Tristar. It's Whisperjet Thursday. Shh, say it quietly with me. Whisperjet Thursday. I have one thing we're gonna do first. As you can see, we are in Microsoft 2020. That is not what we're gonna stick in tonight. We're gonna stick it in Microsoft 2024 here in a minute. There was a comment on one of previous videos. Let me get that comment pulled up, and we're going to try something here real quick and see if we can recreate this issue. So let's get the comment pulled up. Let's see here, display capture. All right, so this is a older video from about a year ago. Only 356 views, man. We are doing great on this channel. Why do I do this? I don't know. Nobody watches. Anyways, we got t-shirts for sale. Get your t-shirts, sweatshirts, get all that shit. So it says, are you experiencing an issue? Okay. Fuel selector not working, no engine start, nothing is happening after the battery switch is turned on. Now this is for the Tecnam 2012. So we're going to load up the 2012 real quick, and we're going to see if we can get this engine to fire up. So I don't remember if I have this airplane downloaded. I might have to re-download it, but let's give it a try here. Let me just put in 2012. 2012. That's what I thought. I thought I... Yep. All right, let me just download it again real quick. That'll just take a moment. Hopefully. Oh, hopefully it doesn't take too long. Profile... Content Manager. All right, not installed. All right, here we go. Let's install this real quick. Now, typically after I install something, I like to go back out of the simulator, then get back into the simulator, like get out of it and then get back in, but I'm not going to do that this time. Because it takes forever. It takes forever to get this Microsoft 20 open. 2020 is, oh my God, you could like take a nap. You could cook a steak. You really could. You could probably cook a steak to medium, maybe medium rare, by the time it takes Microsoft the 2020 to open up. It's just crazy how long that dumb old simulator take forever to open up. All right, boy, we are rocking tonight, man. 40 megabits. All right, yes. Our speed is awesome. If I do a speed test now, I'd be running at 1G download and about a G upload. It's just Microsoft. It goes in these waves. It'll go up, then it'll go down, then it'll go up, and then it'll go down. So I kind of figured out what a little bit of what I was doing wrong with Say Intentions the other night. Say Intentions, I was trying to get the Copilot to open up the chart. So supposedly, like when you say pull up the approach plate, when you have it turned on, you have to have, it's going to open up on the app, on like an iPad or on your phone, or if you have the desktop app open. It won't open in game. I thought it was going to open up on the panel in the game, but no, it opens up on like your own personal device, which is pretty cool. You can actually get them to read out the decision height. We're going to try that tonight, I think. I still have it turned on. We're going to go in and check that out and see if we can give us a decision height and some other stuff on the way down. So we're going to be flying the LTU L-1011 Tristar. We're going to be flying it from Dusseldorf to Lyon, I think. I have to pull it back up again. It's saved in SimBrief, but it's a real flight. Well, not now it's a real flight, but it's a real flight from years and years ago. Dude, you know, there's still, like, so tomorrow night I'm planning on flying the Bay 146. Hi, Darren, if you're watching. I know you just said hi on Discord. Yeah, we're going to be flying the Bay 146 tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Either that or the RJ. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Bay. But yeah, they still fly the Bay 146 down in a couple of places. They were flying it... Hang on, let me say hi to Darren real quick. Yeah, I took some pictures last night. So, yeah, Mahan Air flies a Bay 146 in Iran. This is actually a pretty cool flight. We might actually do this. If I can find this livery, we might actually do that flight. And then Qantas still flies the Bay 146. It's amazing. Yeah, 146-300. From Adelaide to Melbourne. And then Mahan Air flies, this one flew from Ardabil, Iran to Mashhad, Iran. About an hour and 50 minutes in the air. Well, total travel time. Yeah, and they're both 146-300s. All right, we're almost done downloading. All right, we just wrote Darren back. Come on, Microsoft. Yeah, bitch, come on. Come on. This Technam 2012 is a pretty dope little airplane that Flight Sim Studios put together. If you're looking for a cool little flight with this airplane, fly from Boston to Martha's Vineyard or Boston to Nantucket. That's a fairly regular route that the Technam 2012 flies. I forget the company that flies it. It's I can see the livery. It's like white with like blue stripes, or a blue stripe through it. I don't remember the name of the company. These are all really good aircrafts. Actually, the Osprey is really good, fun to fly. The F-35 is amazing. Comes with like 3 different versions. The Heat Blur India Fox Teco F-14 is great. The 2006 T is a really good little airplane. Super Carrier Bundle, that's good shit too. Man, these are all good add-ons here. Oh, come on, Microsoft, Jesus. This is why nobody likes to play with you anymore, Microsoft. You just take forever. It's like you're trolling us. Like you get right to the very end and then bloop, that's it. You can just sit here and wait. There we go. All right, let's give this another whirl. Actually, I think the real livery is here for that. Yeah, Cape Air. That's the aircraft. Cape Air. All right, let's go and let's just choose kind of any. Let's choose somewhere in America. Let's choose somewhere in America. I don't want to go to any of these airports here. We'll go to Mifflin. All right, so, and we're going to reread this while this is loading. Let's pull up that comment again. So he says, I am facing fuel selector not working, no engine start, and nothing is happening after the battery is turned on. Okay. The fuel selectors might not be in the right position. I thought they defaulted to the correct position, but could be wrong about that. I'll turn the sound on here in a moment. We don't really need the sound of the game on right now. Oh my God, it's bad weather. Woo! All right, let's turn on some sound of the game. Sitting here just chilling in the grass. All right, I got my handy dandy Xbox controller. Since it's a work week, we're not using our Turtle Beach setup. Well, I'm glad I'm not flying in this tonight. I'd have to play with the settings. The settings are bad on this right now. Okay, so let's get yeah, see, the fuel's not on right now. Well, we'll get the checklist out. All right, left and right. Okay, master switch on. Left and right back switches on. That's back. Battery, okay. Left and right cross switches. Tie bus on. Check fuel quantity. Fuel quantity looks okay. We got almost a half a tank. All right, starting engines, fuel quantity check. Fuel selector. Let's make sure the fuels are on. Now, if you're not sure what these little switches do here, this actually opens the transfer for fuel transfer. You know, let me make it brighter outside. Give me a second here. Let me just turn off live weather and just make it bright outside so we can just see everything in here.
TOS system test. Okay.
There we go. That's better. Oh yeah, that came from over here. Push those buttons to test everything, and then there's more tests up there. Fire detection. Okay. So fuel quantities are good. Fuel selectors, let's get those turned on. All right, now both fuels are on. Let's turn on verify green arc, then off. Okay. We're getting pressure, so that's good. Now, do I turn the field switches on yet? Let me see here. Okay. So we turn off the fuel pump. And then ignition. All right, let's push the start button. Crack the throttle a little bit. Turn the fuel pump back on. That's very interesting. Let's turn the field switches on too, just in case. I don't think that's the problem. I think you need the all right, well, one engine is started, so that's good. Both engines are started. No, both engines work, my friend. It just, it's a bit retarded. But yeah, both engines work. Might just have to hold the button for a while. All right, well, that's good. We did our good deed of the day. Let's close this and get down to business. Down to flying some Tristar. We'll get our route built while the simulator's loading. Guess I'll write there and back real quick. Good luck with all that. Are you adding music or what kind of audio? I could just close it out. Just hard close the simulator. Control, delete the bitch. That's really pretty wherever the hell that is. Somewhere it used to be underwater. Let me just delete the tech name again, since I'm not going to be flying it for a while. I try to delete airplanes when I'm not really using them. Oh wow, the Bronco is still there. All right, let's get rid of the Bronco. And you know, fuck it, I'll just do this later. Who gives a fuck? I can just go into the community folder later and just delete it real easily. All right, let's close the simulator out. Let me get 2024 open. Once 2020 completely closes. Come on, 2020. Come on, bitch! Alright, let me do Control-Delete. Okay, Microsoft Simulator. And there we go. Let's get 2024 open. All right, while that is working, let's go ahead and get say intentions pulled open here. I mean, sim brief. I'm also going to get say intentions open as well because I want to make sure we have everything up to date with that for our flight plan and all that. All right, let me share my screen. All right, let's do the flight first. So let's go to saved flights and delete this one. That's the old one. Okay, we have LTU 369, and that should be like maybe like an hour past UTC time. So we'll say we'll take off 17th. We'll say we're gonna take off in the morning, so we'll say like 6 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and the 40's still jumping because my mama ain't home. I got some bitches in the living room getting it on. They ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. So what you gonna do? I got a pocket full of rubbers and my homeboys do too. Turn off the lights and close the door. But for what? We don't love them hoes. Alright, let's see here. You gonna smoke an ounce to this? G's up, hose down while you motherfuckers bounce to this. Alright, so D-AERT, that's the tail. Okay, and fuel. Okay, that looks fine. We'll leave this route in here. I'm not too worried about old style like VOR type flying. We're gonna do that tomorrow. All right, let's generate this bitch. Really? Do we have different runways? Let's go back. All right, we'll just leave it. We like challenges. All right, click on that little box so it'll download into the simulator. Let's open this up into Navigraph. All right, we'll do, are we landing on runway 6? Yeah, runway 16. Okay, so let's add that in. All right, so we are all set there. All right, we'll just wait and see what they say about the route here. Okay, let's get into say intentions here. Let's go into settings. I wonder if... Okay, first of all, here's that plate brief I was talking about where you can have the co-pilot do stuff. So like you can say, show me the chart for our arrival. You can also ask him questions, minimums, waypoints, frequencies, missed approach. Pretty cool. You can also track the flight. So I thought that was pretty cool. Co-pilot. I don't actually know what? I don't want that on. We'll leave that part off. I don't want them doing it automatically. All right, now I need to go to, let's see here, virtual airlines. Let's see here, do they have LTU? Nope, they don't have LTU. Okay, so let's just leave it auto, and however they detect it, I don't really care. All right, aircraft call sign, we'll leave it as default. And then let's go to co-pilots. So we have Klaus. He's German enough. And let's get a flight attendant in here. Cabin crew. Let's see who would be from that part of the world. Georgina, Isabella, Leah, Lisa. I think Mara might be okay. She's from Cologne. Yeah, we'll do Mara. Okay, she looks mean, man. Why do some German girls just look so mean? Like, man, why are you so mean, lady? All right, that's good. We can close this out. Actually, we can just close all this out. All right, let me get the simulator pulled up here. So Microsoft Simulator. Oh, that's really weird. I wonder why it's not picking up 2024. Okay, game capture. There we go. You get say intentions turned on. Let's get the banner put back up. Excellent. There's also a really big update that came out, I think yesterday, for the F-70 and the F-100. Those came out with some new updates. Maybe we'll check them out this weekend. Okay, let's jump to... Here we go. Configure. All right, we have our LTU. Let's make sure we have this in here correctly. Okay. D-AERT. LTU. All right, we should be good. Let me just make sure my controls are. All right, that should be okay. All right, let's go to EDDL. I think that's where. A second here. Let me get sand tensions opened up here. Yep, EDDL Dusseldorf. All right, we got Dusseldorf. I don't know if I've ever taken off from this airport before. All right, we'll switch up the weather when we get down there. But yeah, supposedly this airplane flew this route quite often. So we'll see. I don't know for sure, but that's just what they say. Let's get to the back here where they got the checklist at. All right, let's turn the sound of the game on. Live weather. All right, now for navigation, let's get the we'll get the INS system up here. All right, GPU is connected. Let's see here, menu. Oh, I gotta connect this again? Shit. All right, we should be connected now. There we go. All right, panel states, cold and dark. Okay, that's the autocomplete. Oh, that's new. Top of descent. That's pretty cool. All right, aircraft. All right, we have kilograms. Okay, that's good. We can leave that off for now since we're not using our setup. Okay, keyboard input. Okay, INS and GPS. All right, we don't need throttle calibration. Third party is okay. Audio, okay. All right, so we got that. Let's see here. We got helper, no, autocomplete. All right, let's do pre-flight.
Got it. Pre-flighting now. Stand by.
It saves a lot of time when you have them do the pre-flight for you. Otherwise, it would take almost I think it would take close to an hour to do everything, really. What? No way. All right, let's see if he's going to turn the APU on.
Hey Cap, that flow is all set. Aircraft is yours.
Oh wow, they actually do it now. For a while they weren't doing it. All right, let's get all this set up here. Just take a look at my settings real quick, because it's really choppy here, and it shouldn't be. Not with all the, like... Yeah, it's still... Oh, wow. It's interesting. And I still have, like, all this stuff turned down. Oh, well. It is what it is. Alright, so we got a line. And let's see here, we got a line. That's interesting. It's not even working, actually. Huh. That's really weird. Well, let's try getting our flight plan pulled in. We may have to restart. I don't know. That's weird. All right, load sheet, SimPref import. Okay, load settings. Instant. All right, there's our flight plan. Send this to the INS system. Okay, so there's all our waypoints. We do need to get our position put in here, so let's get Navigraph pulled up here. Take a look at exactly where we are at. Okay, let's go to charts. Taxi, parking stand, coordinates. I'm not sure which one we are at, actually. Let's see if I can figure this out here. I definitely can figure it out. It's just gonna take me a moment here. All right, parking stands. So we are at B03. So right here, north 51.16.8. So let's get this updated here. So we have position. Let's do north 51.16.8, 51.16.8. Insert. And then we have east 0, 0, 6, 4, 5, 8. Okay, so that should be That's that. All right, nav is not ready yet. Let's continue to wait until nav is updated. I don't remember if I have to put this in every single one. I think I do, actually. So let's do that. So we got north 51168, and then east 006458. All right, so that's done, and then let's do this one back here. So we have 51168. 51168. Then east 006458. All right, that's all done. Let's wait until nav shows up that it's okay. Hopefully it'll show up that it's okay. Arm those. Let's arm standby power. Is this gonna work yet? Nope. Let me try to Alright, we'll just get rid of the GPS for now. Alright, nav is still not ready. Auto batch. All right, well, let's get the radios turned on and call for clearance. Updated the INS. Oh, I wonder if it didn't work because we didn't have the master radios on. Maybe that could be it. Get the GPS back up there and see if that was the problem. I don't really think that might have been it, but let's give it a shot. Yeah, it's still not working. That's so weird. I almost want to kind of restart, and maybe I will. Oh well, fuck it. You know, we'll just leave it. Let's contact say intentions. Let's get our clearance. Let's get ATIS. So it looks like it's going to be Sierra.
Vehicles positioned on the commercial apron for routine checks. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Sierra.
All right, let's let Klaus do this. See how he sounds.
Düsseldorf clearance. LTU 369er. We're ready to receive our IFR clearance.
Okay, sync. Calculate.
LTU 369er, clear to Lionbronn via the DODEN 1 Tango departure. Runway 23 left. Initial climb altitude 5,000. Departure on 128.655. Squawk 4251.
Alright, squawk 4251. Come on. There we go. 4, 2. Come on. 5, 1. Okay, there we go. There we go. Navigation's now set. So you just gotta wait a few minutes. Now we are aligned. Alright, that's all looking good. Let's make sure we have our good lord. This fucking camera. Alright, what's so we have EPR is 0.643. Let's see if we can set that. I don't think we can. Let's get that up out of the air. Alright, takeoff data, fuel.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of LTU International and the entire crew, my name is Mara Vogel. We would like to welcome you aboard Flight 369, departing from Düsseldorf Airport and heading to Lyon-Bronn Airport. Please take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you require any assistance, do not hesitate to contact any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing to fly with us.
I forget what to do here. Performance management. I know there's like only a couple of things you have to plug in here. Maybe it's not working like it used to. Okay, flight setup, bottom of descent altitude. We don't need any of that right now. Top of climb, EPR, altitude. All right, let's see here. Climb, we're going up to... 33,000 feet. Okay, fuel remaining. Alright, takeoff data. Yeah, we still can't input anything here. Which is a shame. Oh, wait, why did it just put it in there? Hang on. Oh, do you have to click clear first? Maybe? Hang on a second. All right, let's try this again. Gross weight. Clear. Yeah, it doesn't, oh, shit. You just can't see it. Oh, that's so dumb. Gross weight 157. Hang on a second. Village 20. Makes no sense. I kind of want to look at the booklet. Hang on a second. Let me just get the booklet open here real quick. Documents. Yeah, that's a 732. MD-11. Let me go online and check this out. I got it stored in my online files. Okay, let's see here. We have intense. All right, here we go. So okay, after all the parameters are entered, gross weight requires manual entry around its value to the nearest 1,000. That's what we tried to do. Fuel, we tried to do that too. Flight setup, right? Yeah, why wouldn't it let us put this in? That's the thing. It should have just let us do it. Page access, press performance management on the ground. That's what we did. Actual GMT time is entered. Displayed after all parameters. Okay, pressure, altitude, automatically inserted from the air data computers. It's fine. Requires manual entry around this value. That's what we did. Weird. I almost kind of want to restart it, but it's not, you know, I'm not restarting it. The old me would have been like, yeah, let's just restart this bitch and just go. Now we're just going to go. I don't know why it won't let us put 157 in. Oh well, fuck it. Let's get clearance for pushback and get out of here. Dusseldorf ground LTU 369 requesting push and engine start.
LTU 369 push and start approved, face northwest.
Those are going. Let's get the ramp truck. I guess that's the right truck, right? Maybe not. Oh, pushback right here. Are we pushing back? What's going on here? There we go. And they said face northwest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard LTU International Flight 369, departing from Düsseldorf Airport to Lyon-Braun Airport.
The hell's this guy
Our
going?
estimated flight time is approximately 75 minutes. We ask that you please pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains important information even for our frequent flyers.
Alright, if we need to make
Please
a U-turn, we'll
fasten
make a
your seatbelts by
U-turn.
inserting the metal
They're
tape
pushing
into
us the wrong
buckle
way.
and pulling the strap to tighten. Remember, your seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Return your seat backs and tray tables to the upright position, and ensure
That's
your
good
window
enough.
blinds are open for takeoff and landing.
Put the park and brake back
Mobile
on.
phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode. Laptops and larger devices should be securely stowed during takeoff and landing. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatories. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if required. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat. To put it on, pull it over your head, fasten it, and inflate it only after leaving the aircraft.
Thanks, buddy.
Special life vests for children are available. Floor-level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which is clearly marked. We have 4 exits on this aircraft, 2 at the front and 2 at the rear. The nearest exit may be behind you. In case of evacuation, please leave all personal belongings behind and follow all safety instructions from the crew immediately. If any electronic device becomes hot or catches fire, please inform a crew member immediately. The safety information card in your seat pocket contains all details. Thank you for your attention.
305 for tower, Air France 1107.
The engine didn't start.
Eurowings 4 Delta, contact tower on 118.305.
I see something. Did we actually have fuel in the airplane? Not much. We got some.
Speedbird 9025 request pushback.
Speedbird 9025, push and start at your discretion.
Cleared push and start. Speedbird 9025.
Eurowing 7 Romeo Whiskey, contact tower on 118.305.
118.305 for tower, Eurowing 7 Romeo Whiskey.
All right, there's the pressure. All right, let's close that valve off so we can get pressure up here again. Maybe we just don't have enough pressure to start it. That's probably what it was. All right, let's turn the cross bleed off and try this again. That's probably what it was.
Speedbird 9025 ready to taxi.
Speedbird 9025, runway 23 left, taxi via Tango Lima 3 November Lima 1.
Runway 23 left taxi via Tango Lima 3 November Lima 1. Speedbird 9025.
Steck 9er Alpha, contact tower on 118.305.
Tower on 118.305, Steck 9er Alpha.
All right, fuel looks okay. Standby power. Okay, that all looks okay. We have plenty of pressure.
Eurowing 7 Foxtrot, contact tower on 118.305.
118.305 for tower, Eurowing 7 Foxtrot.
There's some glitches in here. I tell you what, we're gonna restart.
Juliet, contact tower on 118.305.
I mean, even the navigation didn't really work.
305 for tower, Eurowing 7 Whiskey Juliet.
It's always these German airports that give me a hard time, man. Always these German ones. I remember in 2020, I couldn't fly the PC-12 for the longest time because it just wouldn't work. All right, let's try this again. All right, let's have our co-pilot turn on all the stuff again.
Got it. Pre-flighting now. Stand by.
Yeah, line. A line. Master radio's on. That's very interesting. So this still doesn't work.
Captain, happy to report that the aircraft is now set to your specifications.
Thanks, buddy. All right, so this again, let's do this. Position, so it's north. 51168. Okay, so 51168. Insert east 006548 06548. Position north 68. Oops. 51168. Insert east 006548 6548. Okay, north 51168. 51168. Insert east 006548. Yeah, 6548. 65. All right, let's just let those marinate until they're ready. In the meantime, let's get everything set up over here again. All right. Sim brief import. Calculate and set bugs in EPR. We can get rid of the GPU. Let's get rid of the chocks so we can back up. Let me see, what was our frequency from say intentions? 4251. So let's get that updated. Okay, that's now updated. Still waiting on that. Panel lights, seat belts. Just turn the window heats on. Turn anti-skid on before we leave. I wish there was a easier way to get up to your altitude than just going up by hundreds. Alright, that's still doing its thing. Let's come down here. Alright, GMT, that looks about right. Okay, gross weight. Is 157. Now it's working. Fuel is 20, I believe. And we have 20 degrees. There we go, and it's now updated. And we gotta send our flight plan over. Okay, load sheet, flight plan, send this to INS. All right, navigation 1 is done. Let's wait for the other 2 to align, and then we'll go ahead and get everything started up. All right, nav number 2 is good. As soon as nav number 3 is good, we'll push back and then start our engines up. All right, very good. Let's back up. All right, can we close all these doors up? No, no, no. Alright, well this should say everything is... Anyways, alright, whatever. Let's get rid of the parking brake. Have him start pushing us back. Alright, let's do the pre-start flow.
Going through the engine startup flow. One moment please, Captain. Hey mate, just got that flow done. She's all set.
Alright, I think that's good. We can click on stop. Park and brake back on. Let's get engine number 2 started up. See if it actually starts. It should be starting. Maybe it's too broken with the co-pilot doing everything for you. Maybe we just need to go through everything on its own, but it should be working. Makes no sense that it's not working. Let me turn those off and just see if that helps. And we have our fuel on. Yeah, all the fuel tanks are on. It just doesn't make sense that this is not rolling over. Oh, you know what? Maybe I just need to push this button. Hang on. I think we got it now. Okay. Alright, looks like the engine's now starting. Yep. let's get number 3 started. Boy, we can't hear the engines at all. Jesus, this airplane sucks. Let me adjust the filters and see if the filters that I started setting up will do anything. Yeah, nothing. It's not even worth flying this airplane, man. Can't hear shit. Can't hear any engines. Let's turn the cross bleed on for number 1. Wait for the pressure to get up. Alright, we got the cabin altitude for... Very good, okay, that's good. That's good. I wonder if I can push this button in. So I can do thousands at a time. I guess I can't. Alright, let's get the after start checklist done.
After engine start checks. Roger, doing those now. Flow's done. You're welcome. Did my job. Got that flow all set for you.
Dusseldorf ground, LTU 369, requesting taxi clearance to runway 23 left. Dusseldorf ground, LTU 369, requesting taxi clearance to runway 23 left.
LTU 369 at runway 23 left, taxi via Papa 3, Mike, Lima 1. Sun Express 5 Zulu Echo, contact tower on 118.305.
Alright, taxi 23 left via Papa 3, Mike, Lima 1. Alright, let's get out of here. Auto skid on, anti-collision lights, logo light, taxi light. Set this to 168. It's V2 plus 20.
Lufthansa 5 Hotel Victor, contact tower on 118.305.
118.305 for tower, Lufthansa 5 Hotel Victor. Sun Express 4 Charlie November, ready for push and start.
Sun Express 4 Charlie November, pushback approved.
Roger, pushback approved. Sun Express 4 Charlie November.
Klaus, will you handle the comms during takeoff, please?
I'll handle the comms during takeoff.
Line up procedures. Yep, doing that now. All set. That last flow was completed as requested.
I think I kind of like doing this airplane better with completing the flow myself. I kind of like going through all the buttons. It does take a long time, but I don't know. I think I like that better, actually. So essentially, I was canceling out. Every time I was trying to start it, I was canceling out by pushing the ground button. Just like an Airbus, all the off buttons should be off. You shouldn't see any writing on those.
Sun Express 4 Charlie November, runway 23 left, taxi via Lima 9er, Yankee, Papa 4, Tango, Papa 1, Mike, Lima 1.
Runway 23 left taxi via Lima 9er, Yankee Papa 4, Tango, Papa 1, Mike, Lima 1, Sun Express 4 Charlie November.
Sounds good from the outside of the airplane. Just can't hear shit on the inside.
LTU 369er, contact tower on 118.305, Guten Flug.
Guten Flug, dude!
Tower on 118.305. LTU
Guten Flug yourself,
369er.
buddy.
Düsseldorf Tower,
Strobes
LTU
on.
369er. Heavy.
Lights
Good
on.
morning. Holding short. 23 left. Ready for departure.
LTU 369er heavy, Düsseldorf Tower, runway 23 left, line up and wait.
Runway 23 left. Line up and wait. LTU 369er heavy.
Heavy, runway 23 left, wind 020 at 3, cleared for takeoff.
Sweet.
Runway 23 left, cleared for takeoff. L2 369er heavy.
Jordanian 129er, winds 290 at 11, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
Cabin crew, take your seats for departure.
23 right, Jordanian 129er.
Copy, Captain. Cabin is secure and crew are taking seats now.
Approaching runway 23 left.
All right, let's go. Engine 2. Alright, sorry. Let's take off and then we'll deal with it in the air.
Short of 23 left, ready for departure. Whirlwind 6 Delta Hotel, winds calm, runway 23 left, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, 23 left, Eurowing 6 Delta Hotel. LTU 369er, contact Düsseldorf departure on 128.655.
Contacting Düsseldorf, departure on 128.655, LTU 369er.
Put altitude on.
Düsseldorf, departure, LTU 369er. Heavy. Good morning, climbing through 500.
LTU 369er heavy, Düsseldorf departure identified. Climb flight level 100 direct Delta Lima 239er.
Flight level 100, direct Delta Lima 239er, LTU 369er heavy.
Well, I don't see Delta 239er, so we're just going to go to our flight plan. Alright, let's get the autopilot on. Hang on, I gotta look at something real quick. I want to see how to change the waypoint real quick. Give me a second, let me share the screen. Show list. Waypoint, manual, alignment, executing a direct, here we go, direct to. So hit the track change button, press 0 following the desired initial number. Okay, so if we wanted to go to number 3, so press 0, then 3, and then push the insert button. Okay, that's easy enough. So number 3 is BAM, so let's do track change, 0, 3, insert.
Austrian 166 Delta, Langen radar contact.
And let's do...
Flight level 080.
Flight level 080, Austrian 166 Delta.
Alright, so we got everything set up now, I believe. This is a pretty intricate airplane. I kind of forgot, like, how, like... Yo, what's up, eye-leveler, man? Yeah, you be all up my first class, man. That's alright, man. We got some good shit in first class today. Hey, man, we got all kinds of salty tears from DSP, and... We got Wings. Wings, you can actually hear Wings. He should be sitting kind of behind you. Let me see if he's here today. Let me see.
Either subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
Yeah, Wings is there. Yep, he's sitting there. What's up, dude? How you been? Yo, I tell you what, I've been having fun in the Rumble chat. Actually, I've been. Oh shit! Why is it? Oh shit! Our speed. We're almost falling out of the sky. Hang on a second. Now I'm like looking at the chat and not worried about flying. Hang on. Let's get up to speed real quick. Yeah, I've been having fun. Oh shit! Where are we going? Actually, something's not right. Hang on a second. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So we should be going to BAM right now. Instead, we are somewhere other than where we should be. See, we should have gone to BAM directly. Alright, let me go into heading mode again. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I didn't really use Rumble either until recently, but there's no way I'm going to Phil's channel and watching it on Kick. There's no way that's going to happen.
Flight level 170. Climbing flight level 170. LTU 369.
Alright, I'll tell you what, let's go direct to Betso. So we'll go, what number is Betso here? So it's INS5, so let's do that. So we have, okay, track change, 0, 5, insert. And now that should put number 1, 511. Let's see if it'll do it. Nope, it's still taking us the wrong way. Oh no, wait a minute. I think it's doing okay. Hang on. Alright, I think we're okay now. Yeah, well, I'm trying to cut out some, I'm trying to cut out all the fat. I'm trying to cut the middleman out.
Radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 120.
Alright, this auto throttle is not auto throttling the way it should be. Let's see here, can I use this to increase the speed? So I got 250 set, but that's definitely not the altitude that's going on right now. I probably should have studied more on this airplane before I flew it. It's been a long time since I've flown this airplane. Alright, let's put that there. See, we're still on angle of attack. That's the problem there. We're not on climb or takeoff. That's part of the issue. I really don't feel like pausing the game again and checking out what we did wrong. We might have to, though. Alright, flight directors are on. Alright, there we go. Now we have IAS, and now let's go into IAS mode and see if that'll fix it now. Now we go. What in the fuck is wrong with this retarded ass airplane? First of all, the GPS doesn't work. Then it says angle of attack the whole time until you click on altitude. What kind of shit is that? Now we have low brake pressure, flight control panel, hydraulic systems, all kinds of shit going off. Auto throttle's back off again. Put the auto throttle back on.
Dear guests, the use of approved electronic devices is now permitted in flight mode. Our cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the flight with LTU International.
LTG International. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, can we speed up a bit? I got the engines pegged and we're not even speeding up. Alright, let's do VS again. I just want to get up to the right speed. Yeah, there's too many variables on this one. We would have already blown out the engines by now in real life, being that our exhaust is like way higher than it should be. Alright, there we go. Now that's good. Now let's go into IAS mode and see if we can finish our climb this way. We're supposed to get to 33,000 feet. This is a pain in the ass, this airplane. No wonder they had like four pilots in the cockpit at one time. Alright, let's put this at 33,000. Yeah, I mean, we have a whole separate panel back here. So now during climb, we're supposed to turn on, these should be on right here. And cross feed valve should be opened so we can even out the fuel. And we should be turning off, I believe we turn off 2L and 2R. And these should, until we get our fuel up and normal, so it's all balanced out. I think that's correct. I'd have to go back and look. I guess I could look. Let me take a look at the booklet.
LTU 369er, climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250. LTU 369er.
Yeah, climb, passing. Right, latch 1A and 3A transfer switches. So that's what we just did there. Latch means that they're on. Cross feed valve open. Tank 2L and 2R pumps off. And tanks 1 and 3 pumps on. Right. And then
LTU 369er, contact Langen radar on 128.505.
Alright, so that looks okay.
Langen radar on 128.505, LTU 369er.
All right, let's see. So it looks like
LTU 369er. Heavy. Good morning. Climbing through flight level 180 for flight level 250.
all right, we're going to 5 to 6 right now, so that's going to DODEN.
Langen radar identified. Good morning. Climb flight level 330.
All right, and when do we turn these fuel pumps back on? When fuel quantity is equal between 1, 2, and 3.
Climbing flight level 330. L2 369er.
All right, it said all cross feed valves open, so that's what we're doing there. So when it's all equal, then we turn off the transfer switches. Okay, so when these are equal, we turn off the cross feed valves and then turn the pumps back on. Okay. I think we're slowly getting there.
Lufthansa 972 identified. Good morning.
Man, the engine sounds so shitty on this thing. I kind of want to put the filters on like I usually do, but I don't really think it's going to help. Let me just see here. I got these Reaper filters. Let me just see if these will help. Let's see here. Let's just go in here and do precise, subtract. Wow, that's a big spike at 2300 hertz. Wow.
Turkish 195.
All right, let's go back.
Contact Munich Radar Center on 133.615.
All right, that's good. Now let me turn on the gate.
615. Good morning, Turkish 1950.
Yeah, I don't really hear any difference.
KLM 1601 with you, flight level 320.
KLM 1601, roger.
Yeah, not really. A little bit. A little less wind noise.
KLM 38 identified.
Lufthansa 972.
All right, let's go check out our fuel.
10 miles, crossing right to left.
All right, it's almost even.
TCAS no visual, Lufthansa 972.
Oh, you know what? It is even, actually.
Wings 2, climb to flight level 280.
Yeah, 3.
Report level
3. Okay, so that's all good. So let's close the cross feed valves, put the fuel pump tanks back on.
Tristar 25, contact rhyme control on 121.075.
That should be good.
121.075. Good morning, Tristar 25.
Bus ties are all on.
Sun Express 5, climb to
Why
flight
don't you
level
guys put the
320.
Galleon power switches? What the fuck, man? Yeah, you can't just do the cheat sheet with this thing. They don't do half of the stuff they're supposed to. This should be on B2.
Flight level.
The ask to mouth button, the ATM button, that should be in the middle there on
6,
auto.
Climb to flight level 240, report level.
Out of flight level
Yeah,
220
PTU's
for
okay
flight
being
level
off right now.
240, Eurowing 6.
We can turn that back on when we're descending.
Climb to flight level 320.
Cross bleeds, let's put those on.
Turkish 5.
Now our cabin altitude. Oh, wait a minute.
Eurowing 6, contact Brussels control on 125.0. So long.
125.0, Eurowing 6.
Okay, that's fine. Left gear, brake temperature.
Lufthansa 5, climb flight level 240.
The APU is off.
Level 270 for flight level 240, Lufthansa 5.
Alright, that looks fine. Okay, so those all look okay.
Eurowing 79, descend to flight level 300. Descending flight level 300.
Oh, we never turned off our landing lights. Alright, so we seem to be doing okay now.
972, climb to flight level 320, report level. Up to flight level 320, Lufthansa 972.
So now we're going to 6 and 7.
7, keep your speed up to 80 or better.
So we're going to 2-sick.
Avia 7, contact Munich Radar Center on 125.14.
right. Took us a while to get going tonight, but geez. Couldn't start the engines. That was embarrassing, actually. I didn't even want to talk. If you go back and watch that part, you'll definitely fast forward it because I wasn't saying shit. I was so embarrassed. I was like, man, you know what? I'm just going to kill this stream. Nobody watching this bitch anyways.
Flight level 330.
We used to have so many people watch our streams.
L-1011 identified.
Then I changed the name 2 or 3 times. I took like 6 months off. And now we're out of the algorithm. We'll get there again, though. We'll get there again.
Eurowings 2, climb flight level 320. Sun Express 5, climb to flight level 360.
All right, let's take a look at a couple of things here. So on our load sheet, let's see what we're supposed to be climbing up to. I love that it's on like a sheet of paper. That's so cool.
Eurowing 6 identified. Good morning.
So we should be at, oh wow, we should be at Mach 0.82. Oh wow. Yeah, that's definitely way different than where we're at now.
Lufthansa 5, continue descent to flight level 210. Flight level 210, Lufthansa 5.
All right, and the chart for landing supposedly is going to be 20-2.
Eurowings 2, flight level 350.
Oh, that's departure. Arrival, okay, 20-2, and then the approach is going to be RNAV, so 22-1. Show plane position.
Langen Radar Center, Lufthansa 7 with you, flight level 230 for flight level 190.
Lufthansa 7 identified.
That's very interesting that we're so far off base here.
Lufthansa 7, reduce speed to
Klaus, I'll take care of the comms for now.
Down to 310, Lufthansa 7.
All right, Greg, you're in charge of the comms now. Level 280 at your discretion.
I wonder why we're so far off the mark. We've drifted a little bit. There's a way to fix the drift. I need to look at it.
Eurowing 6, climb to flight level 320, report level.
Okay, drift.
For flight level 320, Eurowing 6.
When at a known position, press hold. Compare the displayed position with the known position. If the position update is not press hold, if the position requires updating, the INS position will be updated after insert is pressed for the second time following the longitude entry. Okay, let's try this. Let's push hold. Okay, when at a known position, okay, what mode do I need to be in? Oh, is that VOR mode?
Eurowing 6, contact Brussels control
Position.
on 125.0, so long.
Over to Brussels control on 125.0, Eurowing 6.
Lufthansa 4, maintain 300 or greater.
Okay, we just passed Tusk. EDISA is 48,529. Yeah, that looks right. And we're heading to number 8 now. Alright, tell you what, let me go into heading mode and we'll fix this a little bit.
Lufthansa 7, continue descent to flight level 160.
Hang on, we'll switch modes in a moment here.
160, Lufthansa 7.
Alright, altitude is on and we have Mach. There we go. So we now set Mach. That's good. Let me go into heading mode and get us a little more situated with our actual route. And then once we get lined up, we'll try to fix the drift there.
Dear guests, the cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. We invite you to enjoy our popular pretzels and refreshing beverages from our menu. After the service, selected items from the LTU International Shop will be available for your convenience. Thank you for your attention, and enjoy the flight.
Alright, now what... Let me see here. So, accurate in this mode. Yeah, I know what mode. What mode do I put the button in? Procedure, when at a known position. Press and hold. Okay. So it has to be in position like we have it. Okay. Alright. Alright, everything is looking good. Yeah, it did get quiet, I'm telling you. Yeah, I was like, man, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. We're not gonna continue. We're just gonna turn this shit off.
128.76. Good morning.
Switching to 128.76, Lufthansa 4.
Yeah, I was really thinking about turning it off. I'm like, this is so embarrassing, man. Like, I should know how to turn this airplane on. Alright, we're at altitude. I'm almost ready to get us lined back up again. Typically, I think you would realign this off of a VOR or a station, but we don't have that luxury. GPS isn't working. Alright, let's straighten back out again.
972, contact Dutch Mule Center on 118.805.
118.805, Lufthansa 972. Radio check.
Condor 2, loud and clear.
Condor 2, flight level 170 for flight level 200. Condor 2, Langenradar Center identified.
And then once we get to
Condor 1, climb to
EDISA here, north 48593, east 00818.6, we'll hit the hold button and then insert, and that should hopefully fix our drift.
Delta 78, descend to flight
This is kind of cheating since we're not doing it off of a VOR station, but it's alright, man. It's okay to cheat every once in a while. As long as you win. That's what matters. Who cares if you cheat as long as you win? Am I right?
Eurowing 79, contact Swiss Radar Center on 119.225. 119.225, Eurowing 79.
Alright, there's a EDISA coming up here. This little break in this little bend right here.
Langenradar Center, Lufthansa 6 with you, climbing flight level 170 for flight level 200.
Lufthansa 6, Langenradar Center identified.
Alright, let's head a little more south. Try to get our airplane straightened out here.
Delta 78, descend to flight level 360.
Out of flight level 400 for flight level 360, Delta 78.
Lufthansa 6, speed mark decimal 82.
Azimuth markers, that's cool.
Going to Mach decimal 82, Lufthansa 6.
That's cool.
Croatia,
Got oxygen.
456, contact Brussels control on 125.0. Good morning.
Brussels Control 125.0. Good morning, Croatia 456.
Croatia 456.
Lufthansa 53 with you at flight level 250.
Lufthansa 53, roger.
Langen Radar Center, Lufthansa 6 with you, out of flight level 160 for flight level 200.
Lufthansa 6 identified. Good morning.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I've been kind of losing interest in Phil lately, to be honest. It's just not the same since he got rid of the raw Phil channels. It's not the same. I mean, being on Rumble's okay, but Phil is just, I don't know, man. Like, he's just, lately, it's just the begging is really just bothering me a lot more than it used to. It's hard to explain. I'm sure you know what I mean. It's just, it's so over the top now. It's just straight up begging all the time, man. It's so annoying.
Descend flight level 180, pilot's discretion. Flight level 180, Condor 1. Just confirming you have a Lufthansa 53555.
Alright, when in a known procedure, press hold.
Flight level 200 for flight level 240, Lufthansa 6.
If position update is not required. Oh, press hold again, and then the INS position will be
to flight level 240.
after the insert button is pressed for the second time following the longitude entry. So hit insert twice, I guess. Alright, so you hit hold and then insert twice, it looks like.
Swiss 9 identified. Good morning. Sun Express 5, contact Munich Radar Center on 126.175.
Munich Radar Center 126.175. Good morning, Sun Express 5.
Condor 1, climb flight level 240.
Alright, we got seven miles till we get to our spot.
Condor 3, flight level 260, climbing flight level 280.
Condor 3, good morning.
Condor 3, traffic 2 o'clock, 8 miles, same direction, traffic at flight level 240.
Alright, we're almost at the right spot.
Condor 6, with you flight level 200 for flight level 160.
Condor 6, Langen Radar Center identified.
Alright, let's
Lufthansa
go
4, climb to flight level 240.
hold, insert.
Lufthansa 4.
Alright, let's go back into
flight level 140, expect lower.
let's go back into nav mode.
140, Swiss 9.
No, we won't actually.
Delta 78, continue descent to flight level 310.
Let's see here, 7 to 8. Alright, we need to go directly to number 9.
Delta 78.
So let's go track change 0, 9,
Descend to flight level 190,
oh, insert, and let's go into INS mode. Alright, that should put us in line for this next waypoint.
Climb to flight level 240. Report level.
Now flight level 210 for flight level 240, Lufthansa 6.
Lufthansa 6, resume normal cruise speed.
Normal speed, Lufthansa 6.
Condor 6, continue descent to flight level 130. Condor 4, descend flight level 170.
Oh man, wait, he's not on today, is he? I thought he, oh maybe he is on today. Today's Thursday. No, I thought he comes back on Friday. I don't know. But yeah, I really enjoy the fact that he's not hitting any of his goals anymore. That is awesome. And he deserves every bit of it. Every bit of it.
LTU 369er, contact Langen Radar on 119.2.
All right, it doesn't look like we're going to the next waypoint.
Eurowings 2, descend flight level 330.
No, this airplane sucks.
Descending to flight level 330, Eurowings 2.
Lufthansa 5, descend to flight level 140. Expect lower.
Leaving for flight level 140, Lufthansa 5.
Contact Langen Radar 119.2, LTU 369er. Langen Radar, good morning, LTU 369 with you, flight level 330.
LTU 369er, Langenradar, identified. Hallo?
All right, let me get set up here again. Let's just go direct to OLBEN. So OLBEN is OLBEN is 1-2.
Forward to Munich Radar Center on 133.55, Transavia 6709.
Langen Radar Center, Eurowings 2 checking in at flight level 360.
Eurowings 2, identified.
Fenix 17, contact Munich Radar Center on 133.55.
Switching to 133.55, Challex 17.
1-2 is 4718. It's supposed to flip these automatically. It's supposed to move these along automatically, but might not be doing that. 'Cause that has us going up to the north. This motherfucker takes a long time to turn, man. This is a big old school bus, man. This thing just takes forever to turn. I'm gonna give Klaus the comms again so I can get this working again.
Air is that 901, 52 and that 938. Traffic 2 o'clock at 10 miles. Opposite direction, a regional jet, flight level 360.
Okay.
Looking for the traffic 2 air at 901, 52 and then 903 at 8.
Langen Radar Center, Genix 579 checking in at flight level 360.
Fenix 579, roger.
Langen Radar Center, Ryanair 3 with you, flight level 380.
Ryanair 3, roger.
Condor 3, when ready, descend to flight level 280.
All right, so we have 51. That's not correct. Oh, that's the first waypoint here.
Swiss Radar Center, 119.225. Good morning, Chewy Air at 901, 52 and 903, 8. Eurowings 4 with you climbing flight level 250 for flight level 280.
Yeah, we need to get this updated here. All right, 2 to 3. That's number 2.
635, good morning, Southwest 3824.
Okay, track change. 0. 1, 2. That won't work that way.
Radar Center, Eurowings 4, we're getting light chop at flight level 250.
Langen Radar Center, Ryanair 159 with you, flight level 180 climbing, flight level 200.
You see here, executing a direct to Yeah, push the insert button.
Level 160, Lufthansa 6.
Climb flight level 360.
30 seconds from each waypoint.
Climbing to flight level 360, Eurowing
2. Fenix 2 identified.
Alright, we're getting lined back up on our route here.
The Air95 descend to flight level 270, pilot discretion.
It's definitely much easier just doing VORs. And this is not changing the way it's supposed to. This should be.
Leaving flight level 290 for flight level 260, New Air 204.
This should be switching everything over automatically. I just took it off of automatic, but that should still work. Alright, track change, insert.
Climb flight level 430, Eurowings 2.
I'm gonna go to OLBEN.
How do you read us?
So that's 12. Can I put a 12 in here?
Out and clear. Ryanair 159, climb flight level 240.
On a flight level 200 for flight level 240, Ryanair 159.
Lufthansa 53, contact Swiss
Alright,
radar
track
center,
change.
119.225.
0, 2.
225, good morning, Lufthansa.
Alright, so that won't let us do that. Okay.
Climb flight level 240.
Climb flight level 240 with Rolls 5.
Oh, do I have to just push the button again? Hang on a second, that might have been what I had to do. No, that didn't work. So it's SB12 is what I want.
With Malta 5, continue climb to flight level 280.
Alright, I can just plug this in. So we have OLBEN, we have North 47183. Okay, insert, and then we have East 007378. Okay. Let's see if that works now. Let's go into INS mode. And we'll see what happens after. Let's check number 2. And then we have 47099. Okay, so this might actually work.
Flight level 140, Condor 4.
We might be okay now. We might have fixed it.
At 1 o'clock, 15 miles, crossing right left, a heavy Boeing 777 at flight level 220.
No joy, Sun Express 4.
Me Jade, no joy. Me Jade, no joy. No joy. No joy, DSP. I really hate that motherfucker so bad. I just don't know how he just continues to make money. It's only like a few people that are donating to him, and it's so frustrating watching him make money playing video games. And we all have to work real jobs, and he hasn't worked a real job in 20 years, and the motherfucker's complaining all the time. Oh yeah, and the guy that commented a few weeks ago about how in my about section I say something like, you know, this is a place where you can talk freely and this and that. You got upset because I was cussing. You can just watch somebody else. How about that? How about you just watch somebody else? Because I like to cuss a little bit. And it's been shown, it's been proven that people that cuss actually have more brain power than people who don't cuss. Yeah, he's hitting. I think DSP is in for a real awakening here in the next few months. I mean, we all joke about it, hardcore begging season, and bankruptcy 2.0. But he is like, he really fucked up last year. What happened with Asmongold when he was doing that Asmongold arc, and he just completely shit on all the people that were supporting him. That was the beginning of the end for him. When he was trying to just placate to the new people watching him, and he just shit on all the people that were supporting him, that was the end, I think.
Radar center on 133.05. Good morning.
Over to Swiss Radar Center on 133.05. Channel 2.
And then trying to tell everybody that, you know, I knew the whole time Kino Casino, you know, was playing me, and no, you didn't, Phil. You are not that smart, buddy.
Switching to 121.075 Sun Express 4.
Yeah, he's cooked.
Langen Radar Center.
All right, it looks like we're back on track with our route. One of these days, you know, we'll come in and actually do like a deep dive into this INS system here, because there is a way where you can align it off of VOR and all that, and this is a really cool system actually. It's in depth. It's a lot to take in, but it's a really cool system. For you to use a VOR, you actually have to go into this cross track here, and then plug in like the coordinates, and then yeah, it's. All right, so we've got 18 miles, about 2.5 minutes. That 18 miles should show up here as well, roughly.
Contact time control on 121.075. Good morning.
Over to Revs Control 121.075. Condor 4.
Can't believe this is still not working.
Langen Radar Center, Sun Express 4 at flight level.
That's so gay.
240.
And you can't even turn it off, though. That's the thing. Like, I was trying to turn it off, but you can't even. Like, I thought maybe if I turned it off and turned it back on again, it would work, but I guess we'll just get rid of it. Let's just get rid of it. Yeah, see how we're, like, off track? Alright, aircraft. Let's just do INS.
369er. Contact Alps Radar Zurich Center on 119.225. Contacting Alps Radar Zurich Center on 119.225. LTU 369er. Alps Radar Zurich Center. LTU 369er. Heavy. Good morning.
Oh, wait, I got engines all the way turned down. No wonder I can't hear the engines.
LTU 369er, Alps Radar Zurich Center, identified Gracie.
Let me turn the Reaper filters off on OBS and see if that changes anything with.
Vienna Radar Center 118.56. Good morning, Eurowings 2.
Yeah, unfortunately, we need that.
Contact Milan Radar Center on 132.705.
Yeah, we need that on.
Radar Center on 132.705. Channel 3.
Mainly because it helps with the limiter.
Radar Center 2 Air and 901.
The limiter really sucks on these because the think of a limiter as like a door or a gate, because they have gates as well. If you think of it as a gate, and when you have a sound you don't want, the gate closes, and then when that sound's not there, it opens back up again. Well, when it's windy all the time, you really can't close the gate, so it just kind of swings back and forth, and that's when it starts sounding really choppy. Kind of like if you have a car and you open the sunroof, and then sometimes you just leave the sunroof open, all the windows closed, and it starts like sounding like it almost sounds like you're hitting like almost like a train almost, or like running over like speed bumps and shit.
Contact Milan Radar Center on 132.705.
132.705.
All right, we are doing okay. I don't think we have.
52 and 93 at 8.
Yeah, I have filters set up on OBS that I downloaded. Their free filters from Reaper, and they really help a lot. Like, I use them all the time for Microsoft. I'll go into Microsoft Copilot, plug in the filters that I have, and the airplane I'm going to fly, and it usually gives me, yeah, it's good software, and they usually give me a pretty good list of what to change. It's just on this airplane, there's not really a whole lot to change.
For flight level 210, whirling 8.
So we'll put noise cancellation on, and let me take the filters back off again. Guess I'll put some music back on.
LTU 369er, descend via MILPA 9 Sierra to flight level 070 into Braun.
Descend via MILPA 9 Sierra to flight level 070 into Braun. LTU 369er.
Oh shit, that's us. We got to start descending? Oh shit. Alright, let's descend. Let me get some music turned on first. Guess I'll just put the same track back on again. Alright, so we got to descend to set. This will take 10 minutes to get this altitude thing to 7,000 feet. Hang on. Let's take 10 minutes here and just get this down.
Alpine 91 identified. Good morning.
Alright, we'll start. Let's start our descent and then I'll continue playing with that. Let's go into here. Let's go to autocomplete. Alright, descent.
Copy, descent flow, going through it. One moment. Hey, Captain, got that flow done.
Rolling 8, descend to flight level 190, expect lower.
Leaving flight level 210 for flight level 190, whirling 8.
Airspeed, post traffic 280 if you can.
Down to 280, easy 83.
Alright, descent has been started.
Eurowings 2 identified. Good morning.
We'll pull up the charts here in a moment and see if we have a...
Continue climb to flight level 430.
Golly, that sounds so
Ladies
loud.
and gentlemen, we have left our cruising altitude and
Oh, probably because I had the noise canceling headphones on.
Please return to your seats, stow your tables, fasten your seatbelts, and note that the use of the lavatories is no longer permitted. Thank you for your cooperation.
Descending flight level 160, whirling 8.
L2 369er, contact Swiss radar on 133.05. Contacting Swiss radar on 133.05, LTU 369er.
Alright, we got 7,000 set.
LTU 369er. Heavy. Good morning. Descending flight level 320 for flight level 070.
Alright, I can complete this here, so... Hang on, let's see what our descent...
369er, descend altitude 7,000.
Oh, you know, I can ask Klaus, actually. Let me see if he'll do this. Hey, Klaus, what's the decision height for landing today?
The decision height for the RNAV approach to runway 16 at Lyon-Bron is typically around 250 feet above ground level, but it can vary based on specific procedures and conditions. Make sure to verify with the latest approach charts.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing that Say Intentions has going on with that. We'll have to play with that a little bit more tomorrow and over the weekend when I have more time to do this. Okay, so we have...
French Soleil 40 at flight level 360.
Fagor, look at that. Fagor Forest.
Eurowings 2, traffic 12 o'clock and 15 miles, crossing left to right.
This isn't the approach chart, is it? Is this the arrival chart? Oh yeah, this sure is the arrival chart. I mean the approach chart.
Flight level 360. 79, Roger.
Okay. Oh, it's because there's two of these.
Contact Alps radar, Geneva Center on 119.175.
Contacting Alps radar, Geneva Center
250 is our decision height. All right.
LTU 369.
We have about 659 feet. Let's set our altitude.
Alps radar, Geneva Center, LTU 369er heavy. Good morning, flight level 280 for flight level 070.
LTU 369er, Alps radar, Geneva Center, identified. Good morning. Contact Milan radar center on 132.705.
Alright, and then we have, what's the METAR again?
Over to Milan radar center on 132.705, Eurowings 2.
1018. Well, shit, what does that translate into American? God damn. Hang on, let me get Navigraph open. So 30.06.
3 Air 901, 52 and 903. So on, good morning.
Alright,
so we got 30.06.
Center, Lufthansa 99, flight level 340.
Lufthansa 99, roger.
Alright, so, oh, it's got hectopascals also. 1018. I didn't realize that.
LTU 369er, contact Swiss radar on 126.05.
Contacting Swiss radar on 126.05, LTU 369er. Swiss radar, LTU 369er. Heavy. Good morning. Flight level 250 for flight level 070.
LTU 369er, Swiss radar identified. Good morning. Lufthansa 53, contact Milan radar center on 132.705, so long. 132.705, good morning, Lufthansa 53.
Alright, let's go more towards the west. We got to go to MILPA. Load sheet. Flight plan. Send that back over. Alright, and then we need to go to MILPA. Oh, that's why it wasn't changing. I had it on manual. Damn. Alright, let me get MILPA set up.
Descending flight level 170 from flight level 140. Good morning.
Alright, so number one, let's go track change. We have north 4. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, insert north 4 6 1 8 2. Insert, and then east 005528. So east 005528.
Alpine 32, flight level 320, descending flight level 280.
Then after that,
Alpine 32, roger.
yeah, see, it's not going to pick up the one after that.
Oh, well. Center, Bueling 30 with you, flight level 320.
All right, how many miles is it showing? 37 miles? That could be right.
Alpine 32, traffic 11 o'clock, 15 miles, crossing left to right.
All right, what's our transition altitude? Let's get this updated again.
Swiss radar center, Alpine 4183, flight level 350.
And then transition altitude. Doesn't say. All right, let's check the approach. Maybe it'll show there.
LTU 369er, contact Marseille control on 128.325.
So it's roughly 5,000 feet. At least on takeoff, it's 5,000 feet.
LTU 369er.
Oh, we gonna put it deep in Fagor. That's Fag or Forest. That's from Lord of the Rings.
LTU 369er Heavy. Good morning. Flight level 180 for flight level 070.
Alright, I'm going to put it back in INS mode and see what happens. I'm wondering if it'll switch...
369er, master control identified. One more clear.
I wonder if it'll switch waypoints once we, once we get past this waypoint coming up.
Flight level 330, Eurowing 6. Eurowing 6, pilot reported flight level 370 if you have it. Smooth at flight level 370, but we had some light chop about 100 miles back, Eurowing 6.
Let's see what this does here. Oh, no shit. Oh man, that's where... See, after this waypoint, it's going to try to take us all the way back up. Alright, let's plug in number 2 then. We'll put it in manual mode. Alright, number 2 is going to be after MILPA. We have QDEP, so it's 46138.
Contact line approach on 120.23.
46138. Line approach on 120.23.
Insert,
LTU
and then east 005346.
Line approach, LTU 369er Heavy.
6.
Good morning, flight level 150 for flight level 070.
Okay, so that should be okay now. Yep, you see on our chart here. Now we have the second waypoint now.
Line approach identified. Good morning. Expect the RNAV runway 16 approach into Bron. Verify information, Mike.
All right, and number 3
Expect the
is Ampkin, so that's 46110.
Information, Mike, acknowledged. LTU 369er Heavy.
Insert 5228. 5228. Insert. Now we have 3 waypoints now. And then we have RIP2, and then that's kind of our last waypoint. So let's get that into number 4. And we have, let's see here, north 46064. Insert east 005198. We're gonna fly this airplane again pretty soon. I'm gonna really hone in on this airplane and learn the shit out of it. I've been talking about doing that with an airplane again recently. The last time I did it, it was with the F-28. But yeah, we're gonna work on this one. Yeah, we're gonna work on this one here, that's for sure. All right, let's put landing lights on, seatbelt signs on. Brake.
Marseille control, Etihad 9er Yankee Kilo 9000. Etihad 9er Yankee Kilo, Marseille control identified, continue.
Let's get down to 240 knots. And we have this on automatic, so that should switch us automatically. Okay, bottom of descent altitude. Let's see here. I think that's going to be like 3,000 feet.
Cabin is secure.
Marseille control, Swiss 5 Charlie Victor, flight level 110.
Swiss 5 Charlie Victor, Marseille control, identified. Good morning.
Bottom of descent speed, let's say 210. Okay. Alright, did they give us any more instructions on descending? Expect the RNAV 16 approach. Okay. Nope, that looks okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Lyon. Please turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we have arrived at the gate. Ensure sure your tray tables are put away, your seats are in the full upright position, and your seat belts
Alright,
are
here's
fastened.
our airplane.
The weather in Lyon is currently 18 degrees Celsius with good visibility. Our assigned gate is gate C12. Thank you for your cooperation.
We have 250 for our decision height. This is the radio altimeter here. You can see it's got DH also right there. All right, let's change our pressure. We'll just change it now. So we have 30.06.
Marseille Control, Lot 5 Charlie November, flight level 130.
Lot 5 Charlie.
I like that you can just pull the METAR up right here.
On course.
That's nice.
Marseille Control, fueling for Juliet Uniform.
Okay, 1018 is good. All right, now let's see if we're gonna switch. Let's see if we're gonna switch automatically. We have 4 miles until the waypoint.
Marseille Control, Swiss 902 Whiskey.
You know what? Let me turn the sound back on. Hang on a second. I hope we don't crash, man. We're kind of low to the ground. All right, let's see if we're going to be switching over here. We got the alert because we're so close to the waypoint. We're going from 1 to 2. Maybe we had trouble flying tonight because I didn't put my glasses on. That must be it. I didn't put my pilot glasses on. Let me put them on. I didn't put them on in the beginning because I was looking at that other airplane for that dude, but I guess it's a guy. I don't know if it's a guy that messaged me or not, but all right. All right, anything else we need to do here?
Copy, descent flow, going through it. One moment. Hey Cap, that flow is all set. Aircraft is yours.
Appreciate you, bro. All right, we're at 240 knots. Let me bring up Navigraph on here so I can keep track of where we're at.
Flight level 060. Twinjet 777 Alpha, Marseille Control identified. Proceed on course.
I'll leave it in INS mode until we get pretty close to waypoint number 4. And then the course for landing tonight looks like it's going to be .162, even though we're not doing an ILS or any kind of really instrument approach. We'll still set the course. I wish I could just hold it and just have it spin like most airplanes instead of just having to drag this. It's so cumbersome. It's almost like I'd rather just take off and just fly it like 5,000 feet. That way I don't have to like continually scroll this damn wheel. All right, 162. I'm not setting both. I don't have the patience for that. We're okay. All right, we're going from 1 to 2 right now. Then we should be going from 2 to 3 here in a moment. The alert's popping up because we're pretty close to where we're going. All right, let's see if this switches over. 5 miles. 2 to 3. All right, so that's flipping over good.
Airport Eagle 904, Victor Alpha, Marcel control identified. Proceed on course.
Yeah, we're going to learn this airplane really good. I learned it pretty well when it first came out, as far as like the flow and getting everything started and running all the checks and all that. But as far as like some of the little nuances here, as far as like climbing and using the INS system better, like I want to get really good with being able to like update the drift and using a VOR station to like calibrate it, and it's a pretty cool system. Should be heading down. Let me go into heading mode here.
L2 369 are heavy. Cleared for the RNAV runway 16 approach.
Cleared for the RNAV runway 16.
Can we descend again then?
L2 369 are heavy.
Whoa. Let's set that for 3,000. I wonder when they'll start descending us again. All right, so that's good, and the initial approach. All right, RIP 2 is where we should be going to. We're gonna miss it a little bit. All right, and as long as we get to 3,000 by the time we get to Fagor. Actually, we could probably start descending now. Let's start descending down to 3,000 feet. LTU 369, we're going to descend to 3,000 feet.
Descending to altitude 3,000, L2 369.
Alright, speed 210 set. Cabin crew, take your seats for landing.
Copy, Captain. Cabin is secure and crew are taking seats now.
I actually like Mara. I may use her again for cabin crew. I kind of liked how she was on the flight. Kind of like that little German accent she got too. The bitch is nice. All right, we are doing okay right now. So we got to make a hard turn here at Fagor. All right, final approach.
Foxtrot Zulu, Charlie Mike Echo, Marseille Control, radar contact VFR navigation.
Climb flight level 060, Foxtrot Zulu, Charlie Mike Echo.
Okay, that all looks good. So landing speed is going to be about 147. All right, let's go.
Flaps 4.
Flaps 4.
Foxtrot, November Yankee Victor Bravo 2000 for 4000. Foxtrot, November Yankee Victor Bravo 130, control radar contact. Altitude restrictions canceled.
Where is
Flight level 070, Foxtrot,
oh, here
November
it is.
Yankee Victor
FCR.
Bravo.
We'll use this tonight instead of Sky Dolly. How many settings for flaps do we have? 4, 10, and 22. Is that really it? 4, 10, 22, and then we have 33, but okay. We're almost ready to turn at Fagor. And then once we get to Fagor, we have only 7 miles. Oh, 11 miles. Oh, wow, that's not much at all. We'll probably just fly manually once we make that turn. Ready to turn 100% to the airport.
Foxtrot, November Yankee Victor Bravo. Thanks for the help.
Flaps 10.
All right, let's put the landing gear down.
Gear down.
We should be seeing the runway here pretty soon. All right, I'll take control now. All right, my control. Let's get this set up for 147.
Flaps 14.
LTU 369, contact Bron Tower on 118.1.
I think I see the runway.
Bron Tower on 118.1.
Oh, I don't have my binoculars. I'm not using. I don't have binoculars set up. Damn it. Chase plane, you can set up binoculars.
Heavy. Good morning.
So you can like zoom in, but I don't have a button set up for it when I use my Xbox controller. When I had the flight control system.
369 Heavy. Bron Tower. Expect late landing clearance. Runway 16.
believe the runway is right here. I don't really have any vertical guidance, but other than just visual. I don't even know if this airplane would land here anymore. I know it used to land at this airport. At least that's what it said online. That's why I chose this flight. It said that this was like a regular route that it would fly.
LTU 369 a heavy, runway 16, winds 170 at 8, cleared to land.
Runway 16, cleared to land. L2 369 a heavy.
Alright, we got one more setting for flaps.
Flaps 18.
Oh, maybe not.
Good day.
Flaps 22.
Flaps 22.
As long as we keep descending at like 500 to 700 feet per minute, that's usually about a 3% angle. You take the ground speed and multiply it by 5, and that's roughly what a 3% glide slope would be, or angle of attack.
Flaps 33.
Alright, flaps full. Here's our little ass runway. Little postage stamp in the middle of France.
Approaching runway 16.
Oh, there is happy lights on there. You just can't really see them. So there is some sort of vertical guidance. Well, I tell you, tomorrow's flight's going to be so much more enjoyable than this one for me. That Bay 146 we're flying tomorrow, I know that thing like the back of my hand. That's going to be a fun flight. I haven't flown one of those in a long time. I was thinking about flying it on X-Plane, but it's not really good on X-Plane. I bought it because I thought it was going to be really good on X-Plane. It really sucks on X-Plane compared to what it is on Microsoft. Glide slope. Pull up. Glide slope. Pull up. Not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it for not landing this airplane for a long time. I'll take it. Alright, let's, oh, I guess I can't stop recording like that. We gotta actually come to a stop. Let me turn off say intentions. I'll take 4 out of 5 stars.
Ladies
I'm
and
okay with
gentlemen,
that.
welcome to Lyon. Did you know that
Okay, goodbye, Mara. Alright, let's just see how this recording turned out. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, it's right here.
Gear up. Gear flaps down. 10. Flaps 33.
Pull up. Pull up.
No, I whoa, let me. That's not a good landing. What happened? Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh well, I guess we messed it up. All right, fuck it. Oh, fuck it. It's okay. Sky Dolly works way better. All right, I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Get out of here. We'll be on tomorrow night for sure. Yeah, we're gonna be flying to Bay 146. Let me see if they have any real flights showing right now for the Bay 146. I copied a few of them last night. There's a couple of them. There's Mahan Air. Yeah, nothing right now. What's that Mahan Air flight? Let me see if I can find it. I wonder if there's a livery for Mahan Air somewhere. Because that was kind of an interesting flight over in Iran. So it's IRM 1099. Let me put that in here. Yeah, see, they have a Bay 146. I wonder what liveries. Do I have something close to Mahan Air? Let me see here. I am that much of a nerd where I'll like search the end of the earth to try to find that livery. As long as it doesn't cost me too much money. You know. Alright, let's see here. So let's go through the different 146s here. So I don't think Mahan Air is going to be on any of these, but let's check it out. Dan Air. This is the flight we're probably going to do. A Dan Air flight, flying into the London City Airport. All right, PSA. Okay. Yeah, flying into London City is a really cool landing. All right, just flight. Let's see here. Air Cal. American, Cello, Cobham, Continental, Cross Discovery, Joda. They do have Qantas. There is a Qantas one we could do from Adelaide to, I think Sydney or Melbourne, something like that. So that's one we could do. All right, let me just check one last one here. I don't think this has Mahan Air either. Might be on flightsim.to. We could probably download it off of there. I'm gonna check that before we hang up tonight. I like flying over to Middle East. I think it's really pretty, actually. Flying over to the desert and shit like that. All right, Buzz. Oh, yeah, this is always a cool livery. Buzz Airlines. I kind of wish they were still around. Big old yellow school bus. All right, Air Wisconsin. All right, so they don't have it here. Let's let me just check flightsim.to real quick. Oh, you guys couldn't even see what I was looking at. Here, I'll show you what I'm... So here's the flight here. Mahan Air 1099. It just flew yesterday. Bay 146-300. The Whisper Jet. The baby 747. All right, let's go to flightsim.to and just see if they have anything. All right, liveries. Okay, all liveries. Come on, bitch. All right, browse aircraft. They might have it available, but for 2020, if that's the case, I'm not flying it in 2020. Nope. All right, let's go Bay. All right, 146. And let's just type in Mahan and see if anything pops up. Oh shit! They do have it. Huh. Well, we might be flying this one tomorrow. You are CJM. Let's type in IRM 1099. All right, so that's not showing anything. Let's go back to FlightAware real quick and just type that tail number in. You are CJM. All right, let's go into the main menu. Maybe there I can get it. You are CJM. All right, that's not a real. That's not a real number. Okay, I didn't think it was, but I just wanted to check. Yeah, I might download this. It works on the Avro as well. Oh man, I hate downloading shit from China. That might be a deal clincher. Later, this aircraft changed in their fleet. No, that's not true. You need to update your history, bro. We're looking at it right now. Anyways, all right, I'm getting out of here. We might do that flight. If not, we'll do the Qantas one maybe. Or we'll do the D-AERT one that I had set up. The D-AERT flight is probably going to be the one we do, because I really want to fly into London City. I think that'll be really cool to fly into London City, especially with that airplane. That airplane is a really good airplane to land at London City, because it can get down really quickly. All right, that's about it, my friends. I'll see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. Thanks for tuning in, all 3 people. I'm just kidding. I do appreciate anybody that shows up. I don't do this really for views or for money. I actually just enjoy talking and flying airplanes. So if people tune in, they tune in. If they don't, whatever. It is what it is. All right, I'll see y'all later on. See ya.